Route 66 by Dan Greenberg. Introduction. Who is your favorite singer? Can you name your favorite football player? Well, long ago, one highway was as famous as a music or sports star. The highway was Route 66. Everyone knew that road. Thousands drove on it. Singers sang about it. It seemed like everyone was having conversations about Route 66. But what made this highway so cool? Nat King Cole made the song Route 66 a hit. The map shows Route 66. It passed through 8 states and was about 2,450 miles long. Starting over. Life was hard in the 1930s. Many people lost their jobs. Some lost their homes and farms. Many wanted to move to California. Life seemed better there. But how would they get there? California was far away. The idea of driving there filled people with terror. How could they get gas and food? Where would they sleep? Many people stopped at the Mount Olive, Illinois gas station. Route 66 changed everything. Suddenly, the long trip didn't seem so hard. Driving down the smooth road was a pleasure. There were plenty of gas stations. If you got hungry, there were diners and cafes. If you got tired, there were places to sleep. The road inspired people to drive. In the 1930s, more than 200,000 people loaded their cars and drove to California on Route 66. In the 1940s, even more managed to make the trip. Soon, there were songs and movies about this famous road. Everyone knew about Route 66. This statue greeted people in Tulsa, Oklahoma. In its day, Route 66 was America's superhighway. Compared to the roads we currently have, Route 66 was small and scruffy. In some spots, Route 66 was like a 2-lane country road. But to travelers in the 1930s and 1940s, Route 66 was the loveliest highway in America. Today, Route 66 is still very popular. At Amarillo's Big Texan Steak Ranch on Route 66, big eaters ordered the 4.5-pound steak. One of the highway's most famous sights was the Jackrabbit Trading Post in Joseph City, Arizona. By the 1950s, you could get everything on Route 66, 24 hours a day. Ice cream? Cowboy hats? Advice on how to fix your car? Route 66 had it all. Fast food was invented on Route 66. In 1948, 2 brothers opened a little hamburger shop in San Bernardino, California. Perhaps you've heard of it. It was called McDonald's. Cadillac Ranch near Amarillo, Texas, has cars buried in the ground. Store owners made a big effort to catch people's eye with flashy signs and buildings. Did you want to visit a reptile farm? Or maybe a mysterious hideout for bandits to hold their reunions? A motel shaped like a teepee? You could do all of that and more on Route 66. The beginning of the end. In 1956, a new highway law was passed. Highways were to be 4 lanes, so people started building 4-lane highways. Drivers loved these new highways. They used the old, smaller highways like Route 66 much less. In 1985, Route 66 was put out of service. It disappeared from road maps. People forgot about Route 66. Freeways made long-distance driving faster, but not more fun. Freeways went around local towns and businesses. Then a funny thing happened. People missed the famous road. They started clubs and groups to drive on the old road. They started websites that told about it. They wrote books and magazine articles. Now, historic Route 66 is back on maps. Maybe you'll visit it someday. Route 66 is still a popular highway. Responding. Target vocabulary. Word builder. Make a chart about advice on places to visit. Tell where to visit and why it's a good place to see. Copy the chart and add more words. Write about it. Text to self. Write about places you have visited. Give advice on what to do and see there. Use words from the chart in your writing. Target vocabulary. Advice. Conversations. Currently. Inspired. Loaded. Loveliest. Managed. Pleasure. Reunion. Terror. Target strategy. Analyze. Evaluate. Think about what you read. Then form an opinion about it. Word teaser. The highway made me feel blank. I drove and drove till I was tired.